Hi everyone, this is a free clearing on the subject of releasing fear, panic, anxiety, terror, particularly related to anything that you're picking up from the collective. So, we live in a crazy, interesting, wild time, and it is easy to flip open your laptop or turn on the TV, connect into any headline, and really feel that fear, panic, anxiety, angst, worry about what's going on in the world. So I really want to address this because it comes up quite a bit in terms of comments people leave me, email messages that I receive through my website. There are a lot of empaths that connect to the work that I do. I know that when people are seeking healing, a lot of times it's because you just feel overwhelmed. There's a heaviness. And so anything that you're taking on or picking up on the collective, let's let that go. Let's release it. So start with a little prayer. Just going to have you relax your body for a moment, close your eyes, take a breath. I'm going to do the same. So I want you to just notice wherever you're holding tension in your body, and I just want you to breathe into it. What that means is imagine that as you inhale, your breath goes directly to that area and it just acts as a release mechanism, just releasing any tension in your muscles, any tension in your neck, your shoulders, the top of your head, the back of your head. A lot of you are holding a lot of tension around your crown, your forehead, the back of your head. Just let this go. And if it feels like you can't really do it on your own, we're going to do it together. So I would like to call upon and invoke or bring forth the very highest vibration of source energy, which is love, wisdom, light, understanding, to step into this clearing. I'd like to ask that all of the beings who are working with us come forward with ease, that any negative or limiting themes, challenges, choices, or programs that need to be cleared, clear easily and effortlessly. I'd like to ask that I'm neutral and clear on behalf of anyone listening. And so it is. So let's connect myself to your high self. All the beings who are working with you, all the beings who are working with me, am I working with myself, listeners, high self, or both? Nobody, so there's a block to receiving. What is it? Let's clear energies of panic. Well, here we go. First thing that's blocking the release of panic is panic. So let's let this go. Any aspect of fear, panic, anxiety, terror that anyone is willing to let go of right away without even having to do any kind of digging or deeper work. Just still going. So I'm just going to let this go. Let this unwind from your being. Anything that anyone is picking up on from others, from their environment. Some of you are living in apartment buildings or houses with like a duplex or with multiple apartments, or you're just living in an area that's really busy. And what I'm hearing is you're picking up on a lot of the thought forms from people around you. And so we don't need to live in a bubble, but we want to let this go. We don't want to have you holding on to accumulation of energies from others. Now, here's the thing. It's easy to just say, oh, I'm picking up on energies from others. This is a negative place. This is a negative vibe. No, we're not going to just end there. Let's actually look at why. Is there a vow? Yeah. A contract? No. Oaths or agreements? Yeah. For listeners to take on or pick up on or hold on to programs or discordant energies from others. Yeah. Now, not all of this is related to trying to be a guardian angel or a healer for others. No. Some of this is in order to learn and in order to understand those around me, I have to take on their perspectives or points of view. So let's let this go. This isn't helping you. Where do I actually need to go to release this for everyone? It's an inheritance program, comes from genetic lineage. We like to take on, try out, feel into other people's perspective or point of view, that we get all sides of it. That's lovely in theory, but there's something here where everyone's taking it too far. So what is that? Energies of low self-esteem, energies of sacrifice, suffering, subservience, self-pity. There's a piece here where you're taking other people's perspective, point of view, their perspective, and you're sort of taking a step down, taking it on, subjugating your own perspective or point of view and taking on theirs. And so that subservience bit is what we want to release. That's actually the root of where this started. So can we clear this for anyone listening and genetic lineage? Let's let it go. Okay, so how else could this play out? The Jones family is more affluent, they're smarter, they're more celebrated in our community, therefore we take on their perspectives, their points of view in order to try to feel more worthy by association. And so this is a belief, a perception, this is a pattern that sort of became the snowball rolling down the hill. And now it's just gotten to the point where it's just, I don't have as much of a filter. I don't have a good boundary. I'm just kind of taking it on, other people's perspectives or points of view. Let me just go back to mental programming around this. So these are like free-floating thought forms. Where are we going to release that? Let's clear all the subservience around this. There's a story that you may have about yourself. I'm highly sensitive. I'm really sensitive to other people's opinions, their perspective, their point of view. Some of you might say, oh, I'm really gullible. People tell me things and I believe them. There's something here that we want to look at. Let's clear all personal items. Let's clear memory impingements, clear the cross checklist. What is it about that we need to look at? There's an identification energy of abuse of self and hardship mentally when it comes to dealing with others. The program is rejection of self, taking on other people's perspectives or points of view as more valid, as truthful, having more weight. So can we clear it? Let's release it. Keep clearing that till it's cleared. Let's clear blocks to peace around this. Clear blocks to punctuality. Anything else about that? What is it about punctuality related to this? I don't need to know. We're just clearing it. Okay, so let's go back. Am I working with myself, listeners, high self, or both? Both. Does anyone have any blocks to receiving or benefiting? No blocks to receiving or benefiting. So how long for my prep, myself, listeners prep, their high self? Let's apply it now. So what we want to do is I want you to imagine that your guides, your guardian angels, the beings who are working with you, for some of you, these are maybe deceased loved ones who are acting as guides. Imagine that they're taking this, it's like a butterfly net, this big butterfly net, and just around your energy, not in your body, not in your being, but around your energy field, they're just scooping up all of these free-floating beliefs, perceptions. It's like little thought forms that are floating around like butterflies, but they're not really serving you. And we just want to scoop all of these up, and we're going to release them to source. We're just going to release them to be transmuted. I'm just going to let that go, and then we're just going to ask that anything remaining is just vacuumed right out of your energy field. All of these perspectives. Now, for some of you, there's an energy here. It's like an addiction to anger, addiction to conflict, addiction to this controversial, upsetting, frustrating scenarios. Where do I go to clear that? It's a fear program. It's an imprint of an energy of alcoholism, abuse, apathy, helplessness, addictions to rage. There we go. So anything I need to know about it, we're just clearing it. So let's release it. All of these energies related to addictions to rage. Let's give everybody a boost. Now, where else are we going to clear the panic? So what I'm hearing is it's like we're clearing some of these top layers so that we can get down into the panic, the terror, all of that stuff. So some of you on a soul level are really coming here to help to heal and release heaviness or trauma, to help to transmute any kind of real dense energy on a planetary level. Some of you, it's just through your soul group. Some of you, it's your family. I'm seeing really specific missions, really specific goals. And so what is it that we need to know about that? You can do it without needing to feel the terror, the panic, all of the waves of emotional energy that you are assisting in releasing. So how nice to be able to fulfill your purpose, do what you're here to do as a being without needing to take on all of this heaviness or run it through your own body, your own nervous system. So let's clear all of the panic around this. Anything else? Where else? Let's clear programs of abuse, overwhelm, terror, and disappointment. The other thing that's coming up here is we want to release wherever you feel like you have to take on or run or participate in panic, terror, anxiety as a way of feeling a part of a group, or you have to do it in order to prove that you have empathy and compassion. So let's release that. Clear panic around that. Clear self-punishment, dysfunction of mind, and any body program. So any place where anyone who is listening is holding body programs, imprints or energy within the body related to terror. Let's clear it. How is that showing up? This is related to kidneys. So I'm going to go back to a chart that has to do with physical body. We're going to clear programs for your lungs, clear programs for your liver, clear programs for your upper chest area, related to lungs, and we're going to clear programs for regenerative. Apply a spiritual healing to heart and apply a spiritual healing to small intestines. Okay, so clear programs for large intestines, colon, and clear programs for kidneys. What's anyone who's listening holding related to kidneys? There's an energy of guilt, an energy of terror, an energy of disappointment. Let's release it. What else about kidneys? No. Any other terror through the nervous system? No. What else is anyone holding? Where's the, okay, so we're going into vows. Vows, contracts, oaths, agreements, obligations to run panic, terror, fear, anxiety with others. So we're not saying that we're taking away any kind of authentic feeling that you have, but anything where you feel that if everyone's upset, I have to be upset. If everyone is feeling terror, I have to feel terror. Where this is really affecting most of you, I'm hearing, is related to work. So somebody gets upset at management, then it starts to spread through the group like wildfire, and then somebody's nervous, maybe we're losing our jobs, maybe we're having a new manager, maybe this is going to happen. Now everybody's running the energy and they're all running it as a way of bonding. And so we want to release this for you. You don't have to do that. So can we clear all of that? Let's clear all of the vows, the contracts, the oaths, the agreements, the obligations to run fear, panic, anxiety, or terror as a way of being a part of a group, as a way of showing empathy or compassion for others. So, jumping into the boat with others to try to show solidarity is not helpful when it is tearing down your own being, when it's tearing down your own ability to stay clear and conscious and focused. So we want to let that go. Where else is anyone running fear, panic, anxiety, or terror? Now, the other piece that's coming in is being asked to release wherever there is fear, panic, anxiety, terror from the womb. So, genetic lineage energy through mother. This is a program of panic. Let's release it. I'm just going to ask you to breathe. Just take a extra nice deep breath on this one. Energies in the womb related to terror. Let's release it. Related to abuse and helplessness. Let's release that. Any other fear, panic, or anxiety or terror that needs to be cleared? Is there anything more to do? Does everybody agree? Is there anything remaining? Now, what are we bringing in to replace all of that? Now, normally when we release programs, any kind of negative or discordant energy, a positive program is it's replaced by positive program. So unconditional love. But I want to know specifically what we need to download to your being. I want to download empowerment, freedom, courtesy, especially courtesy toward yourself, energies of wisdom, energies of love, and love of self. Give everybody a boost. When it comes to working with groups or communities, when it comes to being a part of group or communities, what does everyone need to have released? Let's clear blocks to self-control, love of self, love, and self-preservation. Anything else that needs to be cleared or downloaded? Is there anything more to do? Is everybody happy with that? So let's go ahead and apply the mop-up list. I want to thank myself, listeners, myself, everyone working with us, bringing forth light, eradicating darkness, limitation, and fear. And so it is. Okay, so let's do one oracle card just to see if there's any other message. So these are the Sacred Power reading cards from Anna Stark. I used the same deck last week. Let's see what the message is for today. So the card is truth, and this is really about taking off this mask that was created in order to please or appease others. Letting yourself be you. If you do not feel angry and upset, do not jump on the angry, upset bandwagon. Let people do their thing. You can have empathy and compassion for others. You can say, I understand how you feel, and then do your thing. So any place where you are not in alignment with your own truth, you're going to feel it. It's going to feel weird. You're going to know that something's off. And it can be easy to blame other people. It can be easy to say, oh, they were running this energy and I'm so sensitive and it made me uncomfortable. But maybe you are just uncomfortable because you don't feel like you can stay in your own vibe, your own emotional energy. There's a block there to having a healthy and clear boundary with others. You feel a sense of obligation to run what other people are running, and that's what we're clearing today. I hope that this was helpful to you and that you feel lighter. I hope that you have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.